Copy the link. All right, man. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. I know I missed last week. I didn't stream last week. I've been extremely busy training my son up, working out with my son, trying to get him ready for these Junior Olympics coming up this month. Um, it's been kind of taking in my stream time, and then it's kind of been dead. Um, silence from the NFL as of right now because there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on right now. We right before training camp starts. But yesterday we got a blockbuster trade uh, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We've been getting so much news coming out of Miami, so many rumors about how they was going to deal Jalen Ramsey, where he was going to go. Tyreek Hill hasn't been happy there. Um, former Dolphins been taking shots at, the organization and the coaching staff and the culture. The Steelers, former Steelers, been taking jabs at the Steelers. George Pickens being one of them. Now, we have this blockbuster trade that happens yesterday that just kind of, woke the NFL back up, from snoozing. Hold on one second. Let me put this link in the chat. We have this blockbuster. If one of my mods can pin that, if I got any mods that's in here right now, can y'all go ahead and pin that? That right there is the link, the GoFundMe link, if you want to help support Little Hove, Noah. If you want to support getting him to the JOs, that'll cover his food, his hotel, his flight. This year, I'll get back into the Steelers and Dolphins in a second. That'll help him. His expenses while he out there. He has to go out there before the whole team go out there. His event is the first day of the Junior Olympics. Junior Olympics start Monday. Let me see. Let me get the correct date. July 21st. July 21st. That Monday. All of his events is that day. Normally the team flies out every time they go to the JOs, the team fly out Monday. They get there Monday. The open ceremony is Tuesday, and then all the events is after the opening ceremony. But for some reason, since he's doing the motis, it's the first day, so he's flying without the team. So his expenses is gonna be a little more. He may not even be out there the whole week. He may be out there maybe to Thursday. He got to be there for the opening ceremony since his events is on Monday. He's probably going to help chaperone, since he's now one of the older kids. He's probably going to help chaperone the smaller kids because it's not many kids that's his age or older going this year. He probably is one of the oldest kids that's going this year. So, yeah, if y'all want to help, Tools and Fuse help. I mean, $2, $3, $5. Whatever you can give, I'll gladly appreciate that. Said not sure how to pin it. Might only let the main mod do it. Ohio Ties, I thought you was the main mod. One of the main mods. Hold on. Alright, it says remove as man. You use a managing moderator, so you should. But yeah, man, if y'all can, whatever y'all can give, it'll be gladly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? He been working his ass off to get to this JOs by himself. No relay team this year. This is his first year without a relay team, so he's doing everything by himself. High jump, long jump, 1500 hurdles, shot put. So, you know, he's trying to do his thing, y'all. Straight A's and B student too. So, whatever y'all can help, you know what I'm saying, we'll gladly appreciate it. Appreciation video will be going out for those who already helped donate. Okay, weird. Let me see if I can figure it out. Okay, for sure. All right, KD, what up, Hove? Day one, much love, blessings to loved ones. W content taking over the game. Like, subscribe, comment, tell the families to tell friends. And so better living, best sports podcast. Appreciate that, KD. All right, so let's get back into this Steelers, man. These Steelers. I personally think the Steelers then got way better with this pick. They give up Mika Fitzpatrick. We all know Mika Fitzpatrick is a 3-time All-Pro safety. But the last 2 years, he kind of took a dip. You know, he's declining a little bit. I'm not sure if it's scheme. Not sure if it's just teams that's scheming for him and making sure he's not in the play. I think he still has something left in the tank. But they send him back to Miami, where he was drafted. He played corner in Miami. Once he got to Pittsburgh, they put him at safety. His career then took off from there. Now, we know that the Dolphins desperately needs safety help since losing Jordan Poyer and Javon Holland. So this right there will be good for them far as cornerback, for our safety, but then cornerback, these dudes get significantly worse, giving up Jalen Ramsey. Now, Jalen ain't take a dip. Jalen is still one of the top 10, 15 corners in the league. Yeah, he's getting old, but he's still locked down. Let's take a look at this. Steelers and Dolphins agreed to the following blockbuster trade. Pittsburgh gets Jalen Ramsey and tight end Jonnu Smith and a 2027 7th-round pick. Miami Dolphins sends Mika Fitzpatrick and a 2027 5th-round pick. How'd that work? You get Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith and a pick for just Mika in a 5th round. This right here, we know Aaron Rodgers loves his tight ends. This is one of the most athletic tight ends in the league, one of the more faster tight ends. Coming off a good season, probably one of his best seasons. You know, he was upset because he was seeking a new deal in Miami. Didn't get that done. Got traded. Hopefully he can get a deal done in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had Pat Freiermuth and Darnell Washington. Pat Freiermuth took a dip this year in production. This right here will give another target to Aaron Rodgers. This will make, I feel, in my opinion, Pittsburgh offense more explosive. This guy right here is pretty much a wide receiver in a tight end's body. Then their defense. You got shutdown and Jalen Ramsey coming over. You got a young shutdown over there in Joey Porter Jr. You got Deshaun, what's his name? Is it Deshaun Elliott, the safety? I want to say they already had a solid backup safety that they can start. You got Cam Hayward. You got let me look at their roster real quick. Let me go to let me look up the depth chart real quick, man. Why keep giving me this, bro? Open up Safari, man. Alright, for some reason it won't let me open up Safari. Let me look at it on my phone, y'all. Because Pittsburgh, I feel like Pittsburgh just made a move that got them significantly better to where now they're going to be in the talks as far as one of the teams is coming out the AFC. Oh, yeah, I forgot. They got Old Man Slay. So if they take Old Man Slay, play him at corner, Jalen Ramsey might go to safety. So you got TJ Watt, of course, Cam Hayward, the leaders of that defense. Now you add Jalen Ramsey. You got Old Man Slay. You got Joy Porter Jr. You got Deshaun Elliott. You drafted Derek Harmon, a rookie. You got Patrick Queen in the middle. How can I forget about Patrick Queen? Then they drafted Jack Sawyer. Nick Herbig, who had a good year last year. Peyton Wilson. Oh, they got Brandon Echoes from the Jets. Miles Killebrew. That's who I was. They still got Cole Holcomb. Damn. Benny Bishop, who was a good slot corner last year, had a few interceptions last year. Oh yeah, man. This Pittsburgh about to be up. Pittsburgh O-line is not great. I'm not worried about their defense. I'm worried about their offense. They don't have an identity. They didn't have one last year towards the end of the season. Yeah, of course they didn't have an identity. I mean, they didn't have Aaron Rodgers there neither. They didn't have a DK Metcalf there neither. You know, last year, what's my dude name? The running back. What's his name? From Alabama. I can't think of his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. But he took a dip last year. You had George Pickens, who was all right. You had Russell Wilson, who started off all right. Then he took a dip. You know, a lot of Steelers started off good. They started off good. They started off great. Then Russell Wilson took over. They was cool. They was scoring more. Najee Harris is who I'm thinking about. They couldn't. Najee Harris. They didn't have a run game. So you're right about the offensive line. Offensive line wasn't that great far as running standpoint. They're not the best running offensive line, but far as giving you time to get a ball off, I think they was pretty solid. This year, you got Aaron Rodgers. You got a DK Metcalf that's better, to me, in my opinion, that's better than every receiver they had on that roster last year. Can get open faster. You just going to have to get him in some intermediate routes, not just no streaks, not just no deep posts, no deep curls. Get him on some slants, get him on some drag routes. Hurry up, get that ball out of Rodgers' hands. But I think with Caleb Johnson, now you got Jonnu Smith. I think things is gonna be way better when it comes to Pittsburgh. Says stacked team with no QB. Good luck. I mean, you gonna call Aaron Rodgers no QB? I think Aaron Rodgers still got something. The second half of last year, Aaron Rodgers had a solid season. Aaron Rodgers had a solid season last year, even though the team was shitty, the Jets was shitty. He had a solid season. Go and look at the second half of his season once he got Devontae Adams over there. They was pretty good. But yeah, I think the Steelers gonna have something to say, man. Steelers gonna have something to say. Don't quote me because I still think Baltimore is gonna run that. Gonna run that division. Cincinnati, I think, gonna be even worse than they was last year, if not the same. They're gonna be a game out of the playoffs, maybe 2 games. You got at this moment, you got no Shamar Stewart that you drafted with your first round pick. You got no Trey Hendrickson there. That defense was terrible last year. It's gonna be even worse this year because now the league leader in sacks is not even reporting to the team. He said Rodgers about to look like expired milk. Hey man, this is Aaron Rodgers we talking about. He still know how to throw a football, man. He probably ain't got the best, mobility like he used to, but he can still throw the ball, man. He still got Calvin Austin over there. It's just we gonna have to see. We gonna have to see. He gonna have to what the schedule look like. Let me see what their schedule look like. I wish this was. Let me see. Okay, Steelers 2025 schedule. All right, let me see if I can move this over here. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see if y'all can see this. Let me blow this up. All right. First game of the season against the Jets. That might be tough. That might be tough. Uh, we all know Jets still got that defense. They got Aaron Glenn over there. So that might be a tough one. We know Aaron Glenn likes to blitz in the blitz. He might be blitzing old man Rodgers. So old man Rodgers probably won't even get in the flow. Probably look rusty. I'm saying he probably won't start off the best, but hey, it's still Aaron Rodgers at the end of the day. We never know. Then he got the Seahawks. Seahawks sneaky, probably got the best defense in the league. They got a hell of DBs over there, lockdown DBs too. All right, I say Aaron Rodgers might have a tough time with the first 2 opponents. Then he get a little break with the Patriots. Patriots is solid defense, but I think he can do his thing against the Patriots. Minnesota, he might have some problems with Minnesota. Cleveland, not worried about Cleveland at all. Cleveland got some good defensive backs, but Steelers always do their thing, manage to do their thing against Cleveland. I think Cleveland offense will help Steelers offense just by being poor, especially if Shador don't start. Then we got the Bengals. It's a tough ass schedule. I ain't gonna cap. Aaron Rodgers got it out for him for sure. Aaron Rodgers for sure got it out for him. Then he got to play against his old team, Green Bay. Green Bay. Who do they got? Xavier Worthy. They let go Jair Alexander. Not sure what their corners look like, but hey, I think Aaron can carve them up. And then he got the Colts. Colts defense is pretty good too. Then they just got Moody Ward over there. Then you got Chicago Bears. We all know Aaron Rodgers owned the Chicago Bears, so I think he will be all right against Chicago. Then he got Buffalo. Buffalo is always tough. Buffalo always got a tough defense. That's a wobbler. The Ravens got Jair Alexander over there. You got Marlon Humphrey. You got Malachi Starks, Kyle Hamilton. No more Brandon Stevens. Who else they got over there? Oh, Nate Wiggins. Yeah, this might look ugly for you. Aaron Rodgers might look like a shell of his old self. He might look like a pumpkin in that game. Then you got the Miami Dolphins, who you just traded with. That's crazy. All he got to worry about is where Mika Fitzpatrick is. I'm not worried about no Artie Burns. I'm not worried about no what's the other dude name? God damn, I just looked him up. What's his name? Storm. Storm Duck. Storm Duck. Not worried about them guys. I think he would carve them up. Then you have the Detroit Lions. Now that's where it's going to get spooky because Detroit got some guys over there. DJ Reed. You got Kirby Joseph. You got Brian Branch. Terrion Arnold. So it might be lucky, but we never know. We never know. Everybody thought high of the Lions when they went up against the Commanders, and look what we did to them with fucking Olamide Zaccheaus and goddamn, I can't even think of old boy name now that he ain't even on the team. Then you got the Browns again. Then you got the Ravens. So I ain't gonna lie, this is a tough schedule. This is a tough ass schedule. I can't cap. But I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be all right. I'm just talking about him just individually, stat wise, production wise. Not saying that his team is gonna win per se, because this is tough ass games here. My gosh. I'm not even sure how many games they're going to win. I give them a game against the Jets. I give them a game against the Jets. They lose to Seattle. They'll beat the Patriots. They lose to Minnesota. They'll beat Cleveland. They'll lose to. I think they'll beat the Bengals. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll lose to Green Bay. Beat the Colts. Lose to the Chargers. Lose to the Bengals. Beat the Bears. Lose to the Bills. Lose to the Ravens. Beat the Dolphins. Lose to the Lions. Beat the Browns. Lose to the Ravens. These dudes is barely making the playoffs. So my Ravens handling business. Hey, man. I like how the Ravens look. There is how, I'm not going to lie. A couple weeks ago, I posted what y'all defensive backs look like, man. That defensive back room. Let's look at the Steelers defense now that they got. I'm liking how these secondaries is looking, bro. Look, old man Slay, who still can play. Old man Slay still can play. You got Jalen. You got Joey. You got Deshaun Elliott. Oh, hold on. Said the Steelers are cooking. Pittsburgh just pulled off another big move. The team has acquired Jalen Ramsey in a trade, per Ian Rappaport. Earlier this offseason, the Steelers also signed Darius Slay Jr. to a one-year deal, quietly assembling one of the most experienced and dangerous secondaries in the NFL. Now, their defensive backfield looks downright scary. Like I said, you got Jalen, Darius, Joey, Deshaun. Ramsey had been on the trade block for weeks, with the Chargers, Rams, and Falcons all reportedly in the mix. Instead, he lands in Pittsburgh, where he'll get a fresh start and a pay bump. As a part of the trade, Ramsey received a $1.5 million raise, bringing his 2025 compensation to $26.6 million. This move fulfills his wish to leave Miami. On defense, the Steelers are stacked. And on offense, a new era begins with Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf leading the way. Pittsburgh is pushing chips. Hey, man. Say, man. Everything looks good on paper. But, these dudes got to have chemistry. These dudes got to have communication. These dudes got to feed off each other. Then the scheme got to fit. I'm not the best fan of the Steelers' offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith. I think Arthur Smith is pretty trash. Pretty based off of what he had in Atlanta, and he couldn't get nothing done. Couldn't really get Kyle Pitts going. Couldn't get Bijan Robinson going. Couldn't get Drake London going like that. All that talent, and you losing to the goddamn Commanders, and we had the shittiest secondary. Y'all throwing picks to Benjamin St. Juice, and y'all know how much I hate Benjamin St. Juice. But let's get into some other league news, man. There's some other stuff going on. Like I said, I missed last week, so there's some things to talk about, man. Young Fleet said, yeah, Pittsburgh following Denver Broncos blueprint when Peyton Manning won his Super Bowl. Facts. Defense. Peyton Manning can barely throw a ball from here to where this computer is, dog. Where I'm sitting to where the computer is, and they won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Beat a 15-1 Carolina Panthers team. The New York Giants, New York Football Giants. Veteran quarterback Russell Wilson says wide receiver Malik Neighbors was a major factor in his decision to sign with the Giants. I came here because of him, big reason of it. I really wanted to play with someone who is special like him, Wilson said of Neighbors. Wilson says he's locker mates with Neighbors and called him the best receiver in the league. I wouldn't say that much now. Come on. Stop glazing this nigga. Giants running back Tyrone Tracy Jr., who's set to lead the team's backfield this season, believes in Russell's leadership. He's a great, phenomenal leader. He's very vocal. He let us know that there are going to be mess ups, but that's what practice is for. And we move on to the next play, and he's a true professional, Tracy said. The Giants' new offense trio seems to be meshing well. I also read that Odell Beckham was open to going back to New York to pair up with Malik Neighbors, but now it's not looking so likely. It says reunion, unlikely. Veteran wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. is unlikely to re-sign with the Giants despite expressing interest in a reunion. Beckham, 32, caught 9 passes for 51 yards receiving in 9 games last season and remains a free agent. Damn, the fall off is real, man. Golly. 9 catches for 51 yards all of last season. Damn. On the other hand, Miami. They traded their tight end yesterday and made a move for another tight end today. The Giants are trading retired tight end Darren Waller and a conditional 7th round pick for 2027 to the Dolphins in exchange for a 2026 6th round pick. Waller, 32, returns to the NFL after retiring in 2024. The Dolphins have their new tight end after trading Jonnu Smith to Pittsburgh. Okay, Miami's trying to make moves, corresponding moves, but I don't think this is going to help them though. I mean, it could. Darren Waller was a beast. We got to see what he got in him. He quit football for rapping. Dude, dude went through a divorce, all kind of stuff. So we got to see where his head at. We all know he's not the best in staying clean, especially his mental capacity. So we got to see where he's at mentally, if he's even ready for football. But this is now what their offensive weapons look like now that they make this trade. You got Tua, Devon A-Chain, Jalen Wright, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Nick Westbrook-Akine, Malik Washington, and Darren Waller. If Darren Waller anything like his old self, especially in his prime, this right here could be scary. This is a lot of speed. This is a lot of versatility on offense. But we will have to see what Darren Waller got. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this make them significantly better, but I think he is a slight bit better than Jonnu Smith, just based off of what Jonnu Smith been able to do in his career and what Darren Waller been able to do. If Darren Waller healthy and if his mental capacity is right, I think Darren Waller is an upgrade, and we shall see. This should be good right here. But I think it's more going on in Miami. I don't really know because I don't follow insiders from Miami Dolphins, but the culture there is pretty much is in shambles because you got old former players. I won't even say old, former players who's taking shots. At the team. Oh my gosh, bro. Don't tell me. I can't open this. I'll read it from my phone. Who the fuck is this? All right, former Pro Bowler, Raheem Mostert. Be a Pro Bowler on the Dolphins, get treated like shit. Former Dolphins running back Raheem Mostert blasted Miami's front office after trading Jalen Ramsey and tight end Jonnu Smith to the Steelers. Hot take: be a Pro Bowler on the Dolphins, get treated like shit. Happy for my guys though. Go ball out. Mostert, who was named a Pro Bowler in 2023 while in Miami, was released by the Dolphins in February. He signed with the Raiders in March. Crazy, man. Crazy. I think this is a full look at everybody in that. Juan Thornhill, that's who I was missing. Okay, Juan Thornhill. You got Juan Thornhill, Deshaun Elliott, Benny Bishop, Joey Porter Jr., Darius Slade, Jalen Ramsey. This is cool right here. This is solid defense secondary right here. We just got to see how it all playing out on the field, man. Next story. Still speaking on the Dolphins, Tyreek Hill calls Bills defense bitches for their coverage. Dolphin star Tyreek Hill on facing the Bills. Whenever we play the Bills, Those guys typically play cover 4 because they're a bunch of bitches. Hill in 9 career games versus the Bills have 45 receptions, 5 per game, 470 yards, 52 per game, and 2 touchdowns. Earlier this offseason, Hill took another shot at the Bills and their fans. Fuck the Bills. It's fuck the Bills all day. When I used to play for Kansas City, it was always fuck the Bills every time we play against them in Miami. It's the same thing, but like 10 times harder. All the fans want to do is jump through the tables because they all got CTE, stupid ass fans. For what it's worth, Hill is 2-7 against the Bills in his career. My gosh, 2-7. So that means he ain't beat the Bills since he been with the Dolphins. He ain't beat them since he been with the Dolphins, because we know he didn't beat the Bills when he was with Kansas City. But damn, 2-7. Said everybody will play against him. What y'all talking about? How he mad at a defensive scheme? Yeah, because everybody ain't running no 4-2 something, bro. No 4-1. Can't expect everybody to run and play you man to man with all that speed. You over here calling out world-class runners, Olympians, gold medalists, and you thinking somebody who just played football gonna run with you? Nigga, I'm playing cover 4, cover 3. Browns wide receiver Deontay Jordan is the clear favorite to win the starting slot receiver job. Johnson's experience and productions as primary reasons for him having edge over Jamari Thrash, according to Zach Jackson. Johnson, 28, says he's trying to change the narrative after a 2024 season that saw him play for 3 different teams. Everybody's going to have their opinions. At the end of the day, I'm the only one in that room who really knows what be going on. Last year is last year. I'm trying to change that narrative. I hope so, man, because last year was a bad year for you. Yeah, you played for 3 different teams, but you was on 4 different rosters last year as 4 different teams in a calendar year, starting with Pittsburgh. Malachi Corley on the roster bubble. Jets second-year wide receiver Malachi Corley isn't guaranteed a roster spot heading into training camp. With a crowded wide receiver room and a new coaching staff evaluating from scratch, Corley, the number 65 pick in the 2024 draft, was known as the Yak King at Western Kentucky, but struggled as a rookie, finishing with just 3 catches for 16 yards in 9 games, drawing to internal concerns about route running and maturity. He's also didn't contribute on special teams as intentionally expected, limiting his value. A costly goal line fumble on Halloween became his most memorable moment. After missing OTAs with the injury, Corley firmly in catch-up mode with Garrett Wilson locked in and veterans like Josh Reynolds, Alan Lazard, and Xavier Gibson battling for spots. Corley will need to flash fast to stick on the 53-man roster. Coaches still believe his upside, but with limited roles up for grabs, Corley fight to stay in New York starts now. Damn, that's what happens when you slow to produce. You know, you're not catching on to the playbook fast enough. You're not developing. And then a new coaching staff come in, bruh. You on the chopping block. I do remember that dumbass play on Halloween where he fumbled the ball on the goal line trying to celebrate prematurely. I don't know why these dudes just don't wait to run it all the way in and then do their dance. They want to get the dance as soon as they hit the goal line and drop the ball, and shit just stupid, man. But I do remember that. I want to say, did I have any money on that? No, I don't. I didn't have any money on that. I want to say I needed that game. I needed somebody to lose that game because I want to say, who was it against? Was it against the Texans? I want to say they played against the Texans, and I needed Devontae Adams. I think Devontae Adams had a touchdown. I needed him not to get a touchdown in that game for fantasy purposes. That's what it was. It was fantasy purposes. And fantasy football is on the way, y'all. I'll be having some fantasy news for y'all. I will be giving y'all exclusively all of my guys who's in here. Y'all know I won 2, not 1, but 2 fantasy football championships last year. I will be doing my fantasy football homework on who to draft, who not to draft, who will be a wobbler, who to look out for. I will be giving y'all that kind of content. You know what I'm saying? Just for y'all who always tap in with me. Shout out Don't Panic. Don't Panic! Clip this! Don't Panic. They been going crazy lately. But yeah, for y'all that's always in here, for y'all that's always rocking with me, for y'all that's, that do this fantasy football shit in y'all respective fantasy leagues, I'm going to be updating y'all on who to look out for. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be posting it on my YouTube page as just a post. It won't be a video. I'll just be like, hey, y'all, look out for this person. You know what I'm saying? I'll put their picture up. Look out for this person. You know what I'm saying? If he on a waiver wire, pick him up. Things like that, too. I always keep a tight ear to the street when it comes to these fantasy football streets. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. Let's hear this about my man Doug Williams.
Doug Williams beats the brakes off Elway. You don't never see no 30 for 30. Mm-hmm. Right. And so Doug Williams, every time he throws the ball, great catch. Every time Elway throws the ball, great throw. You start seeing the nuances and the different stuff. So then he wins by a landslide. His family celebrates for him for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Then his family comes and have a intervention with him, although nothing's wrong with him. And they said, we just going to be here for you whenever you want us to be here. When we're going to be here for you. He said, why? He said, because they ain't going to let you play in the NFL no more. Now, this happened in the 80s now.
Wow.
They said, they ain't going to let you play no more. You beat that white man too bad. That's what he said. That's what they said. And he did not play another day in the NFL. And that's why, if you look at it, I mean, get mad, try to cancel me or whatever. Washington Redskins pay him for the rest of his life because they had to make it right.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Imagine playing so good that they banish you in your prime. Doug Williams beat Elway so bad they banned him. I'm a lifelong Redskins Commanders fan. I had 2 cousins that played for them. Doug Williams broke multiple Super Bowl records when he came in off the bench and won. He was told before the season that he would have to earn the starting spot the next season. Let that sink in. Damn. That is crazy. I didn't even know this about my own team, but this was before my time right here. I want to say that was probably the 87. I want to say that was the 87 Super Bowl he won. I was a year old. I wasn't even a year old yet. I was coming up on a year. But damn, that's crazy. But that's probably why he's still around to this day. They make a job for him. You know what I'm saying? He's been around this whole time. And I'm glad they making it right by him, man, because that's fucked up. And that 87 team, it was a bunch of replacements. A bunch of replacement dudes, because it was like a holdout, a lockout for the NFL. So a lot of the original players wasn't playing. So they was getting dudes from off the street. I remember it was one guy who came in that was from jail, came from jail, and they let him play. And as soon as the season was over, they sent him right back to jail. Giants quarterback Jackson Dart is expected to take over as the starting QB this season. Veteran QB Russell Wilson is expected to open the season as QB1, but it's only a matter of time before the Giants make the switch to Dart. You listen to everything Brian Daboll says, you get an understanding of how far along Jackson Dart is and where you think he's going to go. It's clearly a matter of when and not if. Okay, got a little arm on him. Definitely would have to show me though, man. Scrooston G. Shout out Shrimp Life. Yep, you see it, y'all. You see it, my man. Micah Parsons in a Commander's uniform. Why? Tell you this in a minute. NBA star Kevin Durant, who's a big Washington Commanders fan, says Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons will play for the Commanders in 2 years. KD, I think he will be a Commander at some point in his career. I'm going to say 2 years. Parsons replied, I only rock with Dan Quinn. You know what that mean. You know what I mean. Anybody else? KD, exactly. That's all you need to rock with. Parsons, 26, is entering the final year of his contract and has yet to finalize the extension with the Cowboys. They had some kind of convention where Kevin Durant and Michael Parsons was there and Kay Adams was there. And this was what they had to say, man.
Want to recruit him to the Commanders? Yeah. Micah, get on in here.
I think Micah,
He's not signed to the Cowboys.
I think
Let's do this.
I think he will be a Commander at some point in his career.
When?
I would say
dictating,
I would
let's
say
go.
2 years from now.
Yo,
Commander.
I only rock with Dan Quinn, you know what I mean? Anybody else?
Exactly. That's all he need to rock with.
My neck hurts.
He said 2 years. Good luck. Hey, man. Why just not deny it? Why just not deny it? Like, nah, man, I'm a Cowboy. Dallas is where I want to be. I'm going to be a Cowboy, for the rest of my career. Why just say I only rock with Dan Quinn? We all know how he feels about Dan Quinn. He had his best seasons with Dan Quinn as his defensive coordinator for 3 years. It's not far-fetched that he can be a Commander. With Dallas not paying him, Dallas freed up money and restructured Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb's contract, gave them money up front. So in the back end of their contracts, they can they can start playing Micah. And they freed up some cap space so they can re-sign Micah. Now, they done took so long into getting that deal done. The market has reset since Myles Garrett then got his deal. So now, Micah Parsons is telling them the longer you wait, the more y'all gonna pay. So, with this being said, we looking 42, 43, 45 million. Dallas don't have that kind of money to pay Micah Parsons right now. They don't even have the 40 that it takes to sign him right now. But guess who does? The Washington Commanders. And I hate to say it, but the Philadelphia Eagles. If this dude somehow becomes a free agent, because we already know Jerry's never going to trade him to us. he would have to hit the free agent market for him to be a Commander or Eagle. The two teams, have the capital to sign Micah Parsons, and we all know how our division works. One team leaves this team in the division, and another team go over there eyeing your shit. They're ready to pay you. They're ready to overpay you just to have you to go up against your old team. I don't see that not happening. If the Cowboys don't make this shit work, he will either be a Commander or Eagle. Nah, don't say he's def coming to Philly because he loves Dan Quinn. He's definitely going to go with Dan Quinn. He said, I'll take that as I fuck with Dan Quinn, but fuck the Commander, but keep hope alive. Nah, he worked with Jaden. He fucked with Jaden Daniels too. And then you got them former Cowboys over there too that he used to play with. So he gonna come over there and rock with the whole team, bruh. He fuck with the whole team. Don't just let that go over your head. Only fuck with Dan Quinn. Nah, you fuck with the team, bruh. But yeah, don't let this man become a free agent. Dallas, that will be the biggest fuck up ever. Because you know he's coming right within the division. The Eagles already done won. The Commanders is on their way there. Niggas know they not going to win shit in Dallas. Come get paid. Come win. Come fuck with Dan Quinn, your coach. The writing's on the wall. Saints All-Pro DN, Cam Jordan says the NFL needs to bring back taunting. When asked about what's the dumbest rule in the NFL is, Jordan said, for the fans, I think it's the excessive celebrations. Like, if you don't let them celebrate, like if they score a touchdown, they drag 3 defenders on their back, let them celebrate. I get a sack on the quarterback, give me 5 seconds, put the spotlight on me, let us celebrate. It's okay to taunt. Bring back taunting. Let me talk my shit. The NFL has continued to crack down on taunting and certain gestures that result in unsportsmanlike conduct and penalties and fines. Yeah, the no fun league strikes again, man. All right, Ohio Ties, I'll talk about it after I'm done. After I'm done with this, we'll talk about NBA. NBA going crazy right now. The Commanders' old Redskins uniforms are rumored to return. The Washington Commanders are reportedly bringing back their old traditional uniforms as an alternate this season, per Kevin Sheehan. Sheehan's, who spoke to a reputable source, states that the classic uniforms will make a full return in 2026.
Good authority that they are going to go back to something resembling the old uniforms, with sans the more recent Redskins logo. Right, so and it would be a rollout with alt opportunities in 2025. How many alt opportunities? Don't they get 3 or 4 each year?
Yeah, we can go back to these. I love these uniforms. Damn, I miss all those players, man. Santana, Chris Cooley. Top 10 NFL off seasons. Notable additions. Number 1, they got the Chicago Bears with Joe Thuney, Luther Burton the third, Colston Loveland, and Ben Johnson, the head coach. Number 2, you got the Patriots with Milton Williams, Will Campbell, Stephon Diggs, Mike Vrabel as the head coach. Then you got the Vikings, number 3, with Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, Jonathan Allen, shoring up those trenches. Number 4, you got the Denver Broncos with Evan Ingram, R.J. Harvey, Talanoa Hufanga, Dre Greenlaw. Number 5, you got the Commanders with Laramie Tunsil, Debo Samuels, Javon Kinlaw. 6, you got the Carolina Panthers with Tetaroa McMillan, Chashawn Wharton, and Trayvon Moring. 7, you got the Bills with Joey Bosa, Michael Hoyt, and Maxwell Hairston. 8, you got the Colts with Tyler Warren, Tre'Davious Ward, Cameron Bynum. 9, you got Philly with Jahad Campbell, Aziz Ojulari, and Adoree Jackson. Is Adoree Jackson still good? 10, you got the Browns, Mason Graham, Quinshawn Judkins, Shedeur Sanders. I ain't really heard my boy Adoree Jackson name in a minute. Aaron Rodgers says he is likely retiring after this season. Steelers veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers says he's likely retiring after the 2025 season. I'm pretty sure of it. It's been a long run. I've enjoyed it. What better place to finish in one of the cornerstone franchises in the NFL? Hey, man, it's been a hell of a ride, Aaron. I know that Achilles injury probably warranted this decision. But I get it, man. How many years you gonna keep playing without winning the ship? Bombshell. NFL caught in contract scandal. No more guaranteed deals. Bombshell. The NFL was caught engaging teams to collude against guaranteed contracts. Damn. A page 61 ruling just uncovered by the Peace Store reveals that the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell advised all 32 teams to limit guarantees in veteran contracts during the 2022 owners meeting. This came just days after the Browns gave Deshaun Watson a historic $230 million fully guaranteed. Deshaun Watson fucked it up for the league. The NFL won the collusion case because the arbitrator said there wasn't enough proof that teams acted on the advice, but the league was still exposed for trying to influence them. Guaranteed contracts are dead, but the NFL is doing everything it can to keep them rare. Yeah, this is crazy. No guarantees. You're going to have a lot of sit-outs. That's going to fuck up the league. Then you're going to have lockouts and some more shit. NFL. I mean, Goodell. It's probably time for Goodell ass to go. Just thinking about the no taunting, the fines, the penalties, no guaranteed contracts. I think he's being a little too strict. It's probably time for him to get up out of there. My Steeler fans, I wanted my Steeler fans and Joey Porter fans. I used to like Joey Porter. This dude was a shit talker.
Week 1, I have to miss the game. I'm in pregame warm-up. Ray Lewis is out there getting ready for the game. He's looking at me and talking directly to me. This my house. We about to do this, X, Y, and Z. I looked around like, shit, who we talking to? I said, damn, it's just me out here. I'm like, man, you talking to me? So I start stretching. I'm like, shit, Raj, go get my gear. You think I can't play? I'm about to play today. Man, I just got shot. I'm about to Wolverine myself. This hole in my body is no longer there. Joy, you're not playing. So now I'm so damn angry because Ray done got me gassed up. So yeah. We beat him. Black saying Corey Fuller is going at it. They're talking, having a conversation, and Ray come out, he see Corey. He's like, Corey, man, you good over there? And I'm like, nah, he ain't good. Come and check on him. Then he said, nah, man, I'm gonna pray for you. And then he got on the bus. And that shit made me mad. And that's when I started walking towards the bus. I'm like, you talked all that shit. Now, don't send me a prayer. Don't pray for me, motherfucker. And then they see me walking towards that. And then that's when they started the story. Oh, Joey got on the bus trying to fight Ray Lewis. Now, people that know the story, they know.
Shout out Joey Porter, man. Joey Porter was a gangster. He said, nah, he ain't good. Come check on him. More Commanders news. Commanders running back Austin Eckler thinks the Washington Commanders will have a powerhouse offense in 2025, he told SiriusXM. I think there's even going to be more growth this year, which is awesome because where we are at with our team, we have a lot of players back. We still have a lot of playmakers. We still have to get Terry paid. Oh man, we are going to be looking like a powerhouse out there. I don't know what's taking us so long with this Terry thing. I guess we'll do it once training camp hit. We signed Sam Cosmi during training camp. You know, right now it's a still point. I know Terry has grown frustrated because it hasn't been no contract talks, but I think it's gonna come. I think we're gonna take care of him, get it out the way. But you know, y'all been killing my boy Debo, saying he's fat, but he said he's in the best shape of his life. Now we all know Debo ain't never been no skinny dude, no slim dude. He always had some built to him. We all know Debo haven't been the fastest dude, but once he get the ball in his hand, he can move. We know he's not an Xavier Worthy type. But to me, right here, he doesn't look like he's slow at all.
Good. Now, there it is. Move. Drive. Good shit. Turn.
Yes, sir.
Turn.
Yes, sir.
Turn.
Yes, sir.
Turn. Nigga don't like this. Come on. Good. That's it.
Okay.
Now, good job. Turn. Right, left, right. Yeah! Yeah! Step. Drive. Good. Bitch. Way to run out, boy.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on. Good over there. Leave him. Bitch. Good job. We got good. Shed. Push. Holla at your boy. Good job.
Okay.
Now, left. Good job.
Get busy. Oh, no. That way.
Boy, running the OTA. They were mad.
Think Debo gonna be all right, man. He said, "Oh shit, it's the Flash." Think Debo gonna be all right. Raider fans, Shrimp Life. Oh well, I mean, this was talks before they traded for Darren Waller. Now this dude is just lost in the sauce. Raiders' Michael Mayer is among options that the Dolphins are showing trade interest. There were some rumors Mayer being available this offseason, but now they just traded for Darren Waller, so he will stay in Las Vegas. I was about to say Oakland. Stay in Las Vegas. This guy was a first-round pick the year prior to them drafting Brock Bowers. Since Brock Bowers was over there, Brock Bowers is the leading receiver. If you was running 12 personnel, I don't see why not keep the both of these dudes, but then you will eventually have to pay both of these dudes around the same time. So if a team do need a tight end, I will definitely be looking to try to get anywhere from a second to a third round pick. Since this is a first round pick, he's still young. He's still on his rookie scale contract. But I don't know what the Raiders gonna do with this dude. This just seemed like it don't seem like he panning out over there in Las Vegas, man, and he's kind of lost. So he needs to be traded to somewhere where they need tight end help. Where can he go? Don't know. Don't show. Yeah, it would be a cold duo if you know he was getting the ball, but the way I seen, he wasn't getting the ball that much, and Brock Bowers was the leading receiver. On top of y'all got receivers over there. Now y'all about to give Genty the ball about 250 times to 300 times. But back to Debo. Debo is in the best shape of his career, sorry. Shutting down the overnight rumors with ease. The Commanders receiver has been training with NFL trainer James Everett Jr., a.k.a. the Route God, and showing why he can still be one of the most dangerous dual-threat weapons in the league. While social media being quick to call him Big Bone. Big Bone is funny. Big Bone, the latest training footage tells a different story. That's the footage I just showed y'all. Debo looks lean, explosive, and moving at top speed. Despite the online noise, the Commanders aren't concerned either. The head coach Dan Quinn had called him one of the fastest players on the roster. Weight talk completely overblown. We gonna see, y'all. We gonna see who we play against first. The Giants. We'll see how he look against the Giants. Tight end talk. There's a lot of tight end talk. Miami to... Oh, shit. What happened? All right, here we go. Miami to look for a new tight end. Tight end trade talks. The Dolphins are reaching out to multiple NFL teams in search of a tight end after sending Jonnu Smith to the Steelers. Miami is suddenly thin at the position, and with limited depth on the roster, expect a move to happen sooner rather than later. This was yesterday's news prior to them signing or trading for Darren Waller. I did hear about Mark Andrews being on the trade block. Definitely would like to see who ends up getting him, because I think the other tight end will eventually take over that tight end spot. NFL Top 100. NFL Top 100 players starts this week. With their peers vote Jaden higher on the list than Jalen Hurts, what's going to be the Eagles' excuse then on who's better? Who can y'all tell me who vote these on this list? Is it the players or is it the fans? Oh, what the hell happened? Oh shit, I forgot I got all this stuff up. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what the hell happened to my... Y'all see it on my screen, but I don't. Okay, I don't know what the hell happened. Who vote for these lists? Like, do any of y'all know players? Okay, Darnell King said the players vote. All right, so Eagle fans, Ohio ties, are we getting upset if the players, amongst their peers, if players of other teams think Jaden is better than Jalen? What are we going to say about that? I guess all players get to vote. They'll just claim that everyone in the NFL hates on Hurts and post 55 to 23 if that means anything. Well, we know who he a fan of. I want to see. Let me look up. Let me look something up. Who votes? So the NFL Top 100 list is determined by a vote of current NFL players. Players submit ballots ranking their top 20 players in the league, with the rankings influencing the final list. The process has been ongoing for 15 consecutive years. Here's more detailed breakdown. Players voting. The core of the 100 of the NFL Top 100 is a poll where current NFL players vote for their top players. Ballot submission. Players submit ballots ranking their top 20 players. Point system. The player ranked number 1 on the ballot receives 20 points. Number 2 receives 19, and so on, with the last ranked player receiving 1 point. Rankings. The points from all ballots are tallied to determine the final rankings of the NFL Top 100 players. Transparency. The NFL shares anonymous ballots, offering a glimpse into how many players vote and the reasoning behind their choice. Ongoing series. The reveal of the NFL Top 100 is a multi-part series, which episodes highlighting the NFL players and their rankings. Okay. So it's anonymous who's voting for who. So it's like you voting at the polls. Shit. You go in there, they got a list of 20 players, you vote. Know what I'm saying? I guess in the order of 20. But how does that get to 100? Like, how do they determine the rest of the 80 players, though? Their top 20. Yeah, okay, players give you their top 20. But then what about the other 80? Said 82% of the players don't participate. I don't know. That shit just a list to me. I mean, as long as you own it, I think that's a few times. You know what I'm saying? They done left some Washington players off of there. Come on, what's going on here? What's up with my shit, bruh? Hold on, y'all. Let me get things in order over here. What the hell? I'm trying to open my notes up. I don't know what the hell. It didn't went from one screen to another screen. Here we go. Bring that shit back over here. All right, y'all. We got Randy Moss news. After missing 2 months last season following a cancer diagnosis, Hall of Fame Randy Moss is expected to return full-time on ESPN NFL Countdown this year. Man, shout out to Randy Moss, man, and shout out to him bouncing back, kicking that cancer's ass. Great to hear. And for our last NFL story, man, my boy Scrooston G still up in here. Rumors the Texans are heavily pursuing star edge rusher TJ Watt. Steelers are still trying to work out a deal, but Watt wants something more than expected. This is something to look out for. Just imagine if the Texans fucking get JJ Watt, bro. They already got the best secondary, if you ask me. They got the best secondary in the league. You got Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. If you add TJ Watt with what's my boy who Aziz Alshire, Oh my God, dog. You know this defense will go fucking crazy. This is something to look out for, man. If Steelers ain't willing to pay this dude, and they probably not now that they done got Jalen Ramsey, if they trade this dude to the Texans, this is crazy. Shit, what would they have to give up? They'll give up 2 first-round picks for J.J. Watt. You probably won't even have to give up no players. 2 first-round picks is enough. And if you're going to be a contender, that's going to be like damn near a second-round pick. So you in the back end of the draft anyway. You'll give up on those picks for a T.J. Watt type of player. Ain't no T.J. Watts coming out the draft. This would be fucking nuts, though. T.J. Watt rushing a pass rush, rushing a quarterback alongside of Will Anderson or next to Daniil Hunter. That is crazy. Then you got them cornerbacks that's locking down shit. Like, it's gonna be nothing but sacks and interceptions coming out of Houston. That's wild. TJ, the little brother. Not JJ. Y'all done had JJ already. All right, so my boy, Ohio Ties want to talk about basketball. NBA. Oh, Jakob Porto just signed with the Toronto Raptors. 4 years, $104 million. All right, man, what you want to talk about, Ohio Ties? Because this shit is going crazy. It seems like everybody and their mama is signing to Milwaukee, though. I heard Giannis not happy that they waived Dame Lillard to sign Miles Turner. I knew they was going to sign Miles Turner. I was watching Bleacher Report yesterday on YouTube, and, you know, they had the 4 guys on there talking about a good fit for where Miles Turner gonna go. And I was spamming in the chat. I'm like, man, he going to Milwaukee. Brook Lopez just left. He's going to Milwaukee. Same type of player. Gonna shoot the 3. Gonna defend. You know what I'm saying? Same type of player. Just younger. And not even a whole 24 hours later, he signed with the Milwaukee Bucks. I seen that coming. I knew the Lakers didn't have a chance to get him. They talking about DeAndre Ayton. That leaves DeAndre Ayton to go to the Lakers. We have to see, man. We definitely have to see. Lakers ain't making no moves. I had to Google the guy that they fucking picked up yesterday. Just, you know, I'm not familiar with everybody just playing for these small teams. And then, you know, each year the league get younger and younger with these one and done. So before I can even learn the new niggas is coming in, I gotta learn the old niggas because shit, you know, I only really watched the NBA once, after the All-Star break and teams is really playing for something. Cause these teams be bullshit, man. But I'm like, man, who the fuck is they picking up? And then breaking news, talking about breaking news. Hold on, let me see if I can find Gilbert Arenas, because Gilbert Arenas had my exact sentiments, bro. Like, let me put this shit in the let me go to this. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? Oh, hold on. This shit is tripping again. Give me a second, y'all. I don't know what the hell. All right, here we go.
In my life, have I ever seen a bench player be signed so fast during free agency? So this is what we're doing now, Lakers, huh? Signing Jake from Allstate. The nerve of this post saying breaking news. Breaking news is if we sign Kaminga. That's breaking news. If we sign Ayton, who just hit the market, breaking news. If we stole Miles Turner from Indiana, breaking news. Right here? Nigga who averaged 6 points last year, that ain't breaking news. You a damn fool. Huh? We could have got him right before training camp. You could have had him try out. Huh? He averaged 6 points. You could have had him try the fuck out to see if he can make the team. You could have put the nigga with Bronny. Put him in Summer League with Bronny. Shit, he probably won't make that. God damn it, this is the shit.
I mean, this is facts right here. Like, I don't even know who the fuck this dude was. Like, we lose Dorian Finney-Smith, and then we sign this guy. And it's like, who the fuck is he? But, hey, I mean, this is what happens when you decide to let LeBron have a player option his last year, and then he opts into it, and then it's $52.6 million. Now, we ain't got much money to be signing nobody. LeBron talking about he wants to win a title. His wife wants him to retire. He wants to win a title. You're not winning a title if you handicapping us, taking up all that money. Bro, you 40. Yeah, you can contribute, but we need players around you. Dame Lillard said he nice, though. We'll have to see, man. I ain't never heard of this dude. Jake LaRavia? I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, I mean, but if you know a nigga can hoop when he on your radar, though. I know some hoopers out of Sacramento. Shit, DeMar is in Sacramento. But we shall see. I mean, we shall see. I'm looking on Shams. Every time I look up, I'm like, God damn, Milwaukee is signing everybody. Milwaukee just signed, I don't know how to say this nigga name, but he looks like a center from Toronto. 2 years, $5.5 million. Jericho Sims, 2 years, Milwaukee Bucks. Dennis Schroeder going to the Kings. Oh, Bucks traded Pat Connaughton to the Hornets. Gary Harris, 2 years deal, Milwaukee Bucks. Sacramento Kings is trading Jonas Valanciunas to the Nuggets for Dario Saric. Then SGA having the best year of his life. He won his first MVP. He wins Finals MVP. He wins his first Finals. He wins the Western Conference Finals MVP. And then he just got that bag. 4 years, $285 million. Sheesh. That is crazy. The Nuggets, Cam Johnson for Michael Porter Jr. I seen that too. I knew the writing was on the wall for Michael Porter Jr., how poorly he played in the playoffs. I'm like, yeah, he out of here. His confidence down. I said, this is it. This is the last time we're going to see him in a Nuggets uniform. Oh, JJ Barea is gonna be the Denver Nuggets assistant coach. Sharpshooter Gary Trent Jr. has agreed to a 2-year, $7.5 million deal to return to the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee again. Free agent forward Torian Prince has agreed to a 2-year deal, $7.1 million to return to Milwaukee Bucks. Jordan Clarkson is expected to sign with the New York Knicks after he clears free agency waivers. Mason Plumlee has agreed to a 1-year, $3.6 million deal to go to Charlotte. Nickeil Alexander Walker agreed to a 4-year, $62 million deal to go to Atlanta. That right there is going to hurt Minnesota. That loss right there is going to hurt Minnesota. But I think they got a few players who can step up in that place. They got a few players that's kind of like the same or interchangeable. But this right here is going to hurt them. Atlanta then got better. They got who else did Atlanta get? Oh, no, they lost Clint Capella. Clint Capella left yesterday to go back to the Rockets. Caris LeVert left yesterday to go to the Pistons. And that move right there, that move was in place of, what's my guy name? 3-point shooter. Damn, why I can't think of my guy's name right now? The one who just got caught up in betting. Oh my gosh. Was with Larson Pippen. Damn, his name is right there. Malik Beasley. This move right here was in place with him. He was about to re-sign 3 years, $42 million. And they just went on ahead and got Caris LeVert for 2 years, $29 million. These dudes is getting dumber and dumber with these prop bets, these money laundering. Not money laundering, wire fraud, all of this shit just to win a few $1,000s, bro. A few $1,000s. You can't even win the type of money that you getting paid to play on these apps. That's crazy. Oh, that's who the Hawks got. Porzingis. Celtics look like they about to be trash next season, bruh. Celtics look like they about to be trash. Tyrus Jones to the Orlando's Magic. I heard what's his name about to buy out Cole Anthony. The Grizzlies. They just traded for him in that Desmond Bain trade. But I heard they about to buy him out. He's about to become a free agent. Brook Lopez went to the Clippers. Luke Kennett went to the Spurs. Everybody leaving Boston. Kevon Looney went to the Pelicans. Bruce Brown went back to Denver. I knew Denver missed him. Said can't expect much from a dude who dated Larson. Kevin Porter Jr. re-signed with the Bucks. Kevin Porter Jr. had a good season. Ty Jerome, 3-year, $28 million with the Grizzlies. D'Angelo Russell agreed to a 2-year, $13 million with the Mavs. Mavericks is getting is about to be a pretty nice team too. I've been seeing mock-ups of LeBron going there, trying to make his way there, but D'Angelo, AD, we all know Kyrie hurt. Cooper Flag. You got Klay Thompson. You still got the two centers. Yeah, Dallas gonna be all right, man. Dallas is gonna be all right. Mike, that dude. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to you, Mike, that dude. Dallas gonna be all right next season, man. Trey Jones returned to the Bulls. Finney Smith went to the Rockets yesterday. Rockets, Finney Smith, KD, Van Fleet. I'm trying to think. Jalen Green gone. Who else left with Jalen Green? Shit. Dallas and Houston gonna be all right. Jaren Jackson, Triple J, 240 yesterday. 5 years, 240. Nicholas Batum, this nigga still getting money, huh? Still getting re-signed. Nicholas Batum intends to sign a 2-year, $11.5 million to return to the Clippers. Day'Ron Sharpe signed 2-year deal to return to the Nets. Zaire Williams intends to sign a 2-year, $12 million with the Nets. Then Rockets gave Jabari Smith 5 years, $122 million. So KD, Finney Smith, Jabari Smith. Oh man. Plus they got Şengün, Steven Adams. Still got Jayshawn Tate. Is Jeff Green still there? Do they still got Jeff Green? And then they still got the twin. Shit, Rockets. We got to see what they going to do, though, because everything be looking good on paper. Then, like, we thought the Suns was going to be something with Booker, KD, and Bradley Beal, and you see how that shit worked out. So, a lot of these dudes can't play alongside of these other players, you feel me? They take a back seat. But NBA is going crazy, though, man. I've been keeping my eye out on it. Ohio Ty, send that link in here one more time, please. He said, we bred it up over here. The owner damn near own all of Houston. Jay Prince who? Jay Prince don't own nothing. He don't own no team. He don't own nothing. 76ers guard Eric Gordon is declining his $3.4 million option to explore free agency. Damn, it's crazy seeing dudes like Nicholas Batum, Eric Gordon still last in the league this long, because the league just get younger and younger every year. But these dudes are still finding ways to land on these teams. And I remember playing on 2K with these dudes years back. I remember watching Aaron Gordon when he was in high school putting up 40 on Jordan kids. Nigga played against Marcus Jordan. Nigga gave him 40. Then the next year I seen him, he was in Indiana. And then I want to say a year or two after that, he was in the league. Lonnie Walker. The 76ers is declining guard Lonnie Walker team option. Miami Heat guard Duncan Robinson is declining his $20 million nearly termination option to become a free agent and will work with the franchise on a new deal to return or move elsewhere. Utah Jazz trading Colin Sexton and a second-round pick in 2030 to Charlotte for Nurkic. Damn. Julius Randle, 3 years, $100 million. Kelly Oubre staying in Philly. Yeah, LeBron fucked us. Pause. He could have took a pay cut. Davion Mitchell signed a 2-year, $24 million deal. Yeah, it's going crazy. Nas Reed, 5 years, $125 million. Oh, it says right here, Houston Rockets intend to sign their free agents Jayshawn Tate, Aaron Holiday, and Jeff Green to new contracts to bring them back for next season. Oh, there you go, man. They gonna have a lot of depth at that forward position, man. Woo-wee. Free agent center Luka Garza has agreed to sign a 2-year deal fully guaranteed with the Boston Celtics. Shit, everybody making moves other than the goddamn Lakers besides this guy right here. That's it. Yeah, but man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button too, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Ohio Ties got the link up, the GoFundMe for those who would like to help support my son Noah get to the JOs. JOs starts July 20th. I want to say you got like a week to donate. He said you gonna eat those words on Jake. He can hoop. All right, we gonna see, man. I just gotta see. I don't know who Buddy is. But yeah, for those who like to help Noah get to the JOs, you know what I'm saying? The link is in the chat under Ohio Ties right there to GoFundMe. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Until we get some more news, I will be going live whenever we get enough news to cover. I will be shit. I've been on this this NBA thing too, so I might start talking about that too. I gotta look at these dudes' rosters now that all these moves is being made. I gotta look at these rosters because now these teams is looking differently. Especially the Celtics. The Celtics was just world champions 2 years ago. Now look at them. They ain't gonna have Drew Holiday, no Porzingis, no Tatum this year. So that roster is looking kind of weak. You're going to have Derek White and Jaylen Brown. That's it. But appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. We had an hour and 40 minutes. Man, they looking deep, man. They looking tough, especially the Rockets, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Atlanta. So I'm gonna take a look at these rosters. We gonna talk about it. Man. So yeah, make sure y'all tell y'all friends that like hoops too. We gonna talk about it. Know what I'm saying? I want to pick y'all brains too. Y'all tell me what y'all think. What y'all think Dame Lillard gonna do? Want y'all to leave that down in the comments section. Dame Lillard is teamless right now. Yeah, he about to get paid all his money. He got to rehab. He got to recover. But who y'all think he gonna go to? He's gonna be free to go anywhere he want. Do y'all think the Lakers perhaps go get him? So, oh yeah, they do got Anthony Simons. That's right, they did get Anthony Simons. You right about that. But that's it. That's it. No Porzingis, no Horford, no Tatum. So, and you lost what's his name? Cornette. Who you got protecting the rim? Who they got? Xavier Tillman? That's it? But yeah, man. I'm out of here. Smash that like button. Until next time, I'm out of here.